Now, it's been quite a while. It felt like quite a while since I last did a Gintama review, and I'm kind of sorry for that, but I haven't been feeling like myself for quite a bit, so I'm back up to par now, and it's going to be a double review. So it's going to consist of chapters 591 and chapter 592. So starting with 591, it was a conclusion fight between Oboro and Takasugi, and of course the chapter starts off with a flashback that continue off with Oboro's memory of him and Yutsuro slash Shoyo sensei and their early days together. So as we know, I did state in the last review that I did that I was quite confused on the personality, because we know that he had the Shoyo personality, but he was still considered the Shinigami. But looking at this chapter, especially in that flashback, we saw how he basically said he did not want to kill anymore, because he was telling Oboro, saying, you know, I want to gather students in order to, you know, teach them, you know, swordsmanship and everything, and I don't want to grow up assassins. I want to grow up a different set of people. And obviously his betrayal to the Naruku and the Tendoshu and all of that sorts. And basically, you know, he did not, he had this, even though he was the Shinigami of the Naruku, he did not want to kill. So he had the Shoyo personality, but like I said, I was very confused, because I'm like, if that's the Shoyo personality, and he still went by the name of Yutsuro, and after he was, you know, beheaded and burned, and then he resurrected back as Yutsuro, this more bloodlusting, cold-hearted, emotionless type of person, it just made me wonder, like, was the Shoyo personality his true self? And it's only when he, you know, dies and resurrects back like that of a phoenix that, you know, rises from the ashes, is this personality going to be used every time he dies? So it left me saying, you know, he doesn't want to kill. And of course, what Oboro does in order to protect his teacher, he sacrifices himself in order for his teacher to escape by dying. But of course, he received his blood, so he doesn't really die. He's able to live for quite a while. He has that immortal blood in him, so he's able to live. Oh my gosh. What I was getting at, so he watched as Yutsuro became Shoyo, and he was teaching, you know, Gintoki and everything, and he was envisioning himself as, if he was still with Yutsuro, he will be in the same position that Gintoki, Takasugi, and Katsura would have been in if he did not allow, if he was able to get away with Yutsuro. And of course, he was also in plan, and he was in the cooperation with the Naruku, who also, he managed to gain back their trust, and he was able to, you know, put out the plan to capture and kill Shoyo Sensei, and then he saw him resurrected back and everything. And then it goes back into the fight where it's him and Takasugi, and he's like, they're trying to clash, because it's like two former students, the first disciple and the disciple that came right after, and who will be supreme and reign on top and be able to still stand by his side, or, you know, sever the ties with this man that they consider a teacher. And of course, Takasugi won at the end, but who's to say that Yutsuro is not going to pop back up again because of the immortal blood that is still running through him? Is he really dead, or is he just out of commission for now, and then he's going to, you know, come back once again for revenge? Also, the thing was, like, it was really bloody during their fight. When you thought you saw Takasugi laying on the ground with a sword through his neck, actually the sword was through his jaw, and it punctured out through his other jaw, so you could see like the gashes, and that was like so creepy looking. When I was looking at that, I'm like, oh my god, it punctured through the whole of his mouth. That was a really creepy part. So now going to chapter 592, the fight is over. Umibozu is in the hospital right now. Everybody's gravely injured. The person that seems to be the less injured is Sakamoto. He only has like a little band-aid, but so far the battle is over, but the war is not done as of yet. So everybody's trying to, you know, recuperate and trying to get back to their original state. And we come to find out, like, you know, Kamui is still going to continuously be a pirate, but he has a different mindset now on how he will approach on trying to become the strongest, not for the sole purpose of, wanting to be his father so he can be like, oh, I'm the strongest guy in the universe, but now he has a reason to want to become stronger so that he can surpass his father. He can try to reach a closer place to his mother and try to make it in a way that Kagura won't be able to catch up. And I guess he wants it in a way that Kagura tries to fight her way through to catch up to her brother. And he's going to try to be more of an older brother to her and a son, as well as being the seventh division of the Harusame's captain. So he's going back with them. It also looks like the people that Gintoki fought, the ominous 3 stars that Gintoki, Katsura, and Sakamoto fought earlier, before everything else happened. They look like there may be a truce again with these 2 sides, because they're pirates and they're gonna want freedom, and they don't want to be following a man that's gonna be just only using them for his disposal, meaning Yutsuro. They don't want to be siding up with someone that's only going to use them when he pleases and dash them away when he finds that they're useless and can't be manipulated in the way that he wants. So it looks like there may be a truce between these divisions, and with Gintoki and the others. Of course, Omibozu, he's able to get back arms now that can fire cannons at will. Okay, and Kagura's like, that letter that we thought was a resignation letter to, quit the odd jobs. Actually, it was to get a pay, like you leave and still get paid, and they throw her into the freaking river or whatever. They threw it into the water and injured her into the water, and it was a really funny moment and heartwarming moment after all the anguish that we've been suffering through for the past couple of weeks, possibly months right now. So right now we have a little breaker. A little funny part, everybody's like trying to get better, and then we see right here where at the ending of the chapter we see where Takasugi is standing and he defeated some person, and they're laying on the ground, and his subordinate is saying like, what will he do regarding Yutsuro, and it just ends off right there with the chapter. So it was pretty good chapters back to back. We got a little breaker, we got a little insight on Obero's and Yutsuro's background story. Now we're just hoping to see what's the next arc that's going to come. As we know, we heard from Gorilla Sensei himself saying that Gintama is coming to its conclusion, so we don't know if it will end this year or next year. How much more arcs there will be, possibly 2 to 3 more arcs till the finale. But let's just cross our fingers that Gintama has a good end and enjoy the ride while it still lasts. And basically that was my review, my double review of Gintama. If you guys saw both chapters, tell me in the comment section below what your thoughts were on it. What are your predictions for the next arc that is going to come, and what you're hoping for Gintama in total. Tell me that. The links are in the description box, so you guys go check that out. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!